are now live. I just wrapped up an hour live stream here not that long ago. And as you can see, I'm kind of sweating right now. I'm not going to lie. But I was making posts. And it wasn't that long ago. I was making posts and it was talking about specifically H bar. First off, we're up. We are up. So if you're looking at H bar right now, it's at 17.3 cents. We're up a lot since its lows at 12 cents. Absolutely excellent. Yes, baby. We've got the friends over here. Ed, got the comments here. I'm gonna pop out the comments right now. Welcome everybody to the live stream. It's a good vibe, good time today. We have gone ahead and survived the worst of the market finally. After it feels like ages, we've finally survived the worst of the market. And now we're up so good, 15% up in the day. The vibes are immaculate. If you're wondering what in the world happened to make the markets move the way they are, SPY is up 8%. This is the S&P 500, a compilation of the top 500 companies in the... not in the crypto space. I keep saying in the crypto space. In the stock market, in the equity markets. Now we hope it holds and it doesn't crash back down. All right, Ed, it's not going to crash back down. You need to understand the only reason H bar went as low as it did was because of this tariff garbage that was going on. What happened here was, where is it? Where is it? Pause, tariff. I'm looking for it. He said, this is a great time to buy. And he said, based on the lack of respect that China has shown to the world's markets, I'm hereby raising the tariffs charged to China by the United States of America to 125% effective immediately. At some point, hopefully in the near future, China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA and other countries is no longer sustainable or acceptable. Conversely, and based on the fact that more than 75 countries have called representatives of the United States to negotiate a solution to the subjects being discussed, very good, relative to trade barriers, tariffs, currency manipulation, and non-monetary tariffs, and that these countries have not, at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape, or form against the U.S., I have authorized a 90-day pause and substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. Let's go. Huge news, huge news. If you bought the news, then congratulations, my friends. We got 10 viewers. Make sure you're smashing the like button here, getting the word out there. Amazing news here on H bar, the crypto markets. Amazing time to be a part of this stuff. I've been having a good time. I mean, I just finished up a live stream on the Arena app, the AVAX community. I love the AVAX community. Another amazing crypto community that I'm a part of. These guys are the number 14 crypto in the globe, also covering a ton of H bar, rallying the H bar community together. Number 17 crypto in the world, two excellent cryptocurrencies. We just popped up, had 2 wins in a row on there. Now target's 20 cents. Well, 20 cents is only the start, my friend. 20 cents is not a target. I'm sorry, Ed, but 20 cents is not the target here. It's not a goal. 20 cents is kind of just going to happen. Yep. Yeah, 20 cents is going to happen, so I'm not even worried about that. But yeah, we're in Moonboy hours right now. We are in good times, and if you looked at the post 2 hours ago, literally 2 hours ago, I was telling people that this is the bottom. The bottom is in. When Trump posted this, because he was going to post something to pump the markets, and that's exactly what happened. So if you understand how things kind of work out, then you end up being a winner. Simple as that. And we have officially won. So good vibes here. It's a resistance. It's not a resistance. It's not a resistance, Ed. It's just the market doing the market things. Like 20 cents is not a resistance. Like realistically, the bids will get eaten up like that. They're like a snap of a finger. Really, they'll be eaten up a snap of a finger. There was a $30 million sell wall at 16 cents on H bar. And the second that this news broke out, it ripped past resistance. There's no such thing. The resistance moves. They're not stupid. Like they're not dumb. They just move resistance. Like it's no such thing when it comes to H bar. TA doesn't make sense when you have news catalysts like this that impact the market beyond TA. That's why I'm more fundamental. I'm more common sense, fundamental analysis. Like, I'm not going to bother with TA candles when the market's reacting to news. It's an external event that is causing an external pump, and that's why the markets are doing the thing that they're doing right now. So, yeah, it's looking good. And if guys are watching this live stream later on, curious what I'm talking about at the moment, let me put on multi-stream. I'm sure we've gotten some people probably yapping on multi-stream. I haven't been looking at the chat. We got 20 viewers here. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you're smashing the like button, getting in tune with the crypto markets, understanding what is going on, preparing for the moves in the future. But yeah, the trade war still continues on in terms of China. The China trade war isn't ending anytime soon, but everyone else is pausing, which means this is a shot, a straight shot. Shiba Rocket Pack Dev, my friend, it seems a little bit too degenerate for me. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a degen, but not that degen. Best of luck, though. But anyway, so talking about this is a direct shot at China, like a direct shot. They're saying, we're going to end this. Jonathan, Pi is a grift. I don't know if you've noticed that yet. Maybe it's taken a 60% candle to realize this, but it's a grift. They destroyed all the U.S. customers, all consumers U.S. mining 7 years. They all got grifted. Sell the news event unfolding. Dude, Ismail, no. This is like the opposite of a sell the news event. This is literally the opposite of what you're telling me right now. 2 hours ago, everybody was bearish. News event comes out. People front running the announcement. This is definitely not a sell the news event. This is a huge, huge thing. Tons of uncertainty. They've kind of cemented, hey, we're going to be going after some people, but most people we're not going to be going after. So there are alternatives. If iPhones end up being developed in India, Vietnam, as they've been kind of saying, that's fine. I'm down for that. We have Sauce the DeFi Alien, which has been bull posting. I want to shout out some people from the HBAR community. If you guys want to support people in the HBAR community, if you're someone that's bullish on Sauce or Swap, I've been seeing Sauce the DeFi Alien on every single one of my HBAR posts lately. This guy has been grinding for this community to make it work, to make it happen. Congratulations. Shannon says, I just read the NVIDIA HBAR was a lie. Shannon, I was the one that broke the news on that. I was the one that broke the news on this. I literally said it. Where was it? A day ago. Hedera Hbar holders, do not be fooled. There was literally talking about this being a lie. So what the lie was, I'll tell you right now, very quickly. So you guys, if you're catching up, you don't understand what's going on, I'm going to break it down in like 2 seconds, a little bit longer than 2 seconds, maybe 10. So this is a fake page on LinkedIn. They did an announcement and people thought it was real, but I did some research. I looked into ChatGPT, looked all over the place, the sources. This is a lie. They did not actually post this, but NVIDIA chips are using HBAR. Let me be clear here. They are using HBAR. It's just through one of their council members, EQTY Labs. Is it a big deal? I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but it's nice. It's not something that I'm going to say no to. But yeah, I covered this. And this video didn't do too well. I'm imagining because I didn't talk positively about HBAR, which is okay. I mean, there are times we talk positively, negatively. I said, hey guys, like I got to be honest here. Don't be fooled. Don't be one of those people that they see every positive news catalyst and they just think everything's real. It wasn't real. And while I actually think it's positive news, the HBAR NVIDIA chip partnership, I think that's great. I think that's amazing. The message itself that was being spread around by some of the prominent creators on HBAR, it wasn't real. So simple as that. So yeah, we broke the news out there. We got the word out there. I would much rather people have the honest truth rather than have some kind of misinformation. Simple as that. So we got the word out there. Yeah, and that's why it's important to look at stuff like this, because I'm obsessed with HBAR. I'm obsessed with ISO 20022. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I understand what the heck is going on. So I'm able to break the information very quickly, which is why on this channel, we've been able to kind of catch these big moves in very short periods of time. And we've got 28 people here. Welcome to the stream, guys. My honest price prediction for HBAR blazing. So I am going through a moon boy era, so I might be a little bit overly bullish, but that's only because the price of HBAR has gone down so much and because the price of Bitcoin is the way it is. So Bitcoin's 82K, HBAR is at 17 cents. It's still number 17 in the world. I want people to understand that it was a number 70 crypto at some point. It's now number 17. So it's gone up a heck of a lot since then. I'm actually going to show this comment here because I know people later on are going to go ahead and check this out. They're going to be curious on who asked this question. So we got Blazing Nip right there. So my honest price prediction is I think new all-time highs are a very conservative price prediction. That's like 57 cents. I will be taking a very small amount of profit, probably like 10% when this happens. I took a small amount of profit at like 30, 35 cents as the market was kind of correcting, because it kind of is what it is. I needed to take some money out because, guys, a lot of my money was tied up into crypto. So I had to do that. You know, you got to do what you got to do to pay your bills, right? And make your lives better. I had to help my mom with a roof, a bunch of stuff that we had to do. So anyway, I'm very bullish, and I'm actively accumulating HBAR again. I made a video literally talking about this like 2 hours ago, which the timing couldn't have been better. And yeah, I think at least at the minimum, I mean, even if it 10x right now, $1.72, $72 billion market cap. Is that a crazy price prediction? Is it? No, I don't think it's a crazy price prediction to expect a 10x at current price. I don't think that's crazy at all. It would still be below XRP at right now. Peak bull market, $72 billion. Like $1, $2 is where I'm looking at least, minimum. And that might be too conservative. So I'm heavily bullish on these Made in USA cryptos, and I've been yapping about it for a while now, especially the DeFi side. If they wake up here, the Chainlink news was a big deal for HBAR holders, a very big deal. I'll show you right now. If I can look for it, I post a lot. I might post a little bit too much, but I will look for it right now, and I'll tell you why this is such a big deal. Here it is. So Chainlink CCIP is now live on HBAR. Did you enjoy gaming yesterday? Raphael, we did gaming on Arena. We had over 100 people. I won both of my games. Let me show you, actually. I would love to show you. Also, thank you for supporting me. I appreciate everybody that supports my streams. So we did 2 games on live. And look at this, solo trios, 24 kills, first one, 15 kills, second game. This is a crypto game, by the way, for people that are wondering on the stream. A Made in USA crypto, blockchain, Avalanche. Amazing time I have playing these games. Love it. But yeah, we did excellent on the Arena on their launch day, and it was freaking awesome. It was awesome stuff. HBAR is involved in so many projects. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They're involved in a lot. What's up, Eros? What is the answer for HBAR ETF? So my hot take for this ETF news, I do not care. And I know this might be a little bit insensitive, but I don't care about the ETF. I care more about companies beginning to use the Hedera consensus service again, getting that TPS up, and DeFi growing. Because if DeFi grows, if more companies use the consensus service, that's going to lead to a ton more institutions using Hedera. And now that we have the news on this I think is a bigger deal than an HBAR ETF would be. I know that's kind of weird to hear, but I think this right here is a bigger deal than anything that could possibly happen. An HBAR ETF doesn't matter when it comes to this. So this is a really big deal because Hedera can now have cross-chain tokens, meaning seamless transfers across 46 plus blockchains. This means I'm foreseeing ERC20 tokens on HBAR very soon. Interchain, in my humble opinion, is key. The key for getting Hedera TVL up. This has been the key for a long time. Now that we have this, if HBAR plays their cards right, we could have billions upon billions of dollars worth of RWA be tokenized on Hedera. A lot of the problems for HBAR for the longest time has been building with HBAR contracts. It sucks to do that. Nobody wants to do that when ERC20 is already the widespread norm. People would rather use what's already working and what's already there. So now they're able to do that on HBAR as a direct result of Chainlink CCIP. So for me, I think this is an enormous deal. If HBAR plays their cards right, this could be a much bigger catalyst than HBAR ETFs could ever be. But I will say HBAR ETFs, great for inflow, great for cementing that institutional dominance. I would say we're waiting for XRP ETFs. XRP ETFs come up, HBAR ETFs come up, a massive pump on XRP and HBAR, and we're looking at a prime time to be a part of both of these projects. Simple as that. So that's kind of stuff that I personally am kind of looking at, and I'm happy about that. Say about SUI price prediction. We have someone on X, DRS, kind of popping it up on stream so you guys can see. So I personally don't own SUI, and I know for a fact that explicit language. Yeah, so I know for a fact that SUI had an enormous run, and it was awesome. Everybody thought it was going to be the next Solana. I don't know how to feel about it, though. I don't know how to feel about SUI. I don't, because Solana lost a little bit of its dominance, but now that the markets are kicking up, meme coins are starting to kick up again. It could be a decent beta to Solana, but I don't think SUI will ever be more than just a beta to Solana. That's kind of where my mind is made up. I think it will forever be a beta to Solana. So if you think Solana is going to do well, then Sui will likely do well. But you could also argue that AVAX will do well if Sui does well. So they're just beta plays. But I would just rather buy the big crypto that's leading it all in the first place. A lot of the time, you'll be better off doing that. So if you had to ask me, that is my answer. Whatever price prediction multiples that Solana could do, I think the multiples will likely be 2 to 3x that on Sui. And I think if Solana loses that traction, then it will not be very pretty for Sui, you know? So that's where I'm at. So not holding a lot of Sui, so, you know, or any Sui at all. So I'm like biased to be more bearish or more objective about something that I don't own, if that makes sense. So yeah, good times, boys. We have 40 people in the live stream. Make sure smash the like button, getting the word out there, getting more people onto the H bar. The H bar spheres is looking good. It is looking good in the H bar fam. I'm excited to be a part of the movement. I've been thinking for a while what we're going to be doing with H bar long term. Like what's the next frontier with something like H bar? And so I've been kind of monitoring stuff like Sauce. Like I think Sauce is going to be an interesting beta for H bar. It is pretty much running the entire ecosystem right now. I mean, everything's being run on Saucer Swap. So if Saucer Swap doesn't do well, I don't know how to feel about H bar. Like I feel like Saucer Swap kind of has to make it for H bar's DeFi ecosystem to be a thing. And I'm sure they're aware of that. Like I think H bar is well aware that they need to make this a success, that they need to be an absolute slam dunk when it comes to this kind of stuff. So pretty bullish overall on Saucer Swap in relating to you know, Hedera. So if Hedera takes off, I'm sure they're going to take off, and that's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Awesome stuff. And overall, good time to be a part of this stuff. We got 48 concurrent viewers right now on our H bar stream. Looking good, my friends. Is good vibes. We got Adrian here in the house. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Now, I guess the big question would be, what's next? Is China going to be doing... You're going to celebrate with some Taco Bell? Damien's celebrating with Taco Bell. He's going to be in the bathroom for a while. He's going to be viewing this live stream in the bathroom for a bit. Yo, I will argue, if you're high and you are eating Taco Bell or Del Taco, these two specifically, very fatty, very unhealthy, but damn, they are good when you're high. Like, I worked at Taco Bell when I was 18 for a very brief period. It was like a month or two before I quit. And you know how many people that were high would go to my drive-thru? You have no idea. Dude, I saw like 30% of the customers that came to Taco Bell were all just like high as fuck. Like even Alex here is high as fuck. He's eating hot dogs. Hot dogs fucking busted, man. Like when you're high, everything tastes heaven. It's heaven. So yeah, dude, celebrate with what you got. I ate Taco Bell for a long time, but I gained a lot of weight, so I had to stop eating Taco Bell. And, you know, if I kept eating Taco Bell, I'd be my 600-pound life. It wouldn't be looking good right now. I don't know if I'd be able to take the fruits of my labor. Imagine regretting buying that taco using H bar. Yeah, that's the thing about it, Amen. I actually own... Let me pull it up. So I own... One second. I own an AVAX card, right? I own this little card here. And I kind of feel bad every time I use it because I have AVAX directly paying for stuff. It doesn't feel good at all to use AVAX to pay for things because AVAX is up right now. Like I paid 10% extra for whatever it is I bought because I decided to use my AVAX card. Whenever HBAR comes out with a card, like that's not going to be good, man. Alex is saying, I'm eating tacos and hot dogs right now. Come at me. I'm not going to come at you. Fuck yeah, dude. Do what you got to do, man. It's just, it feels terrible to do because the price of all these things are going to go significantly higher and we're all going to feel pretty damn bad about it. Apparently, Binance is going to remove AVAX. Who's saying that? Who is breaking the news on this? Binance remove AVAX? Who's saying this? Why would they remove AVAX? That makes absolutely no sense. Binance eliminates $110 billion, dumped all altcoins by minus 98%, and is now delisting them. Yeah, that sounds like cap, bro. Like hard cap. Who the hell is saying this? Some dude must be paid by, I read it somewhere. Probably one of those YouTubers are trying to farm views. Yeah, I know. Like, think about it like this. If you look at AVAX's volume, $600 million, you think Binance doesn't want a bite of that? You think they don't want a bite of, what is this, $85 million worth of volume? Hell yeah, they want a bite of $85 million. They're making tons of money off AVAX holders here. What is an average holdings breakdown of HBAR tokens per account? You know what? I haven't looked at that in a while. HBAR tokens average holder. I don't actually know. How much HBAR? How many people own 1,000 HBAR? I guess it's a good video idea. You know what? I'll make a video on that, Joe. That's a good video. Yeah, I'll make a video on that. Thanks for the video idea. I'm gonna write that down. I'll break it down per account. That's a good video idea. Fuck yeah. Look at you guys. You're doing my job for me. Now all I have to do is look for holder counts and I'll make a video on it. Cool. No, I don't know the answer to that, so I guess I'll look into it and see what the answer is. I hold probably a hell of a lot more HBAR than the average person holds, though. Apologies, mate. That's a lot of tickers. Hell of a lot of tickers. Yeah, no, they're removing what the tokens that they dumped, what their market makers dumped. Is that what they're removing? But no, definitely not AVAX. AVAX is too big. You know what I realized recently? Everybody that's watching HBAR right now and, holds HBAR, I've been talking to exchanges. As you know, I have an affiliate link on my description. I haven't been pushing it, though, because I'm looking for an exchange that is more aligned with HBAR specifically. I want to work with other HBAR creators. That's the honest truth why I haven't been pushing the affiliate link. This is like Blowfin, right? The problem with Blowfin is Blowfin doesn't have HBAR on spot. And I have been asking for the longest time to get HBAR on spot, or else I'm not going to be talking about the link, right? Just being honest here. So I am scoping right now to see if I can find another no KYC exchange that has HBAR on it that actually cares about HBAR, because I want people to be aligned. A lot of the viewers on this channel come from HBAR. We made a lot of money on HBAR. We got into HBAR at 4 cents. So a lot of you guys are up a ton of money on HBAR, and you're looking for a place no KYC. Bro, you said the bottom was today. You should have bought yesterday. Dude, I've been yapping about the bottom for like 3 days. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. I just took caffeine and went completely unhinged on it. Completely fucking unhinged on it. If I had $1,000, what would you suggest to me? 1K is your total savings. Don't throw your entire savings account into crypto. Are you insane? Don't do that. You got to learn to make more money before you can throw $1,000 into crypto if that's your entire savings account. That's like, you need to have emergency money. If you don't have emergency money, you're screwed. You're going to go bankrupt. And there are going to be tough times, and those tough times are going to require that $1,000. So focus on getting your money up, and then focus on being a DGEM. Where do I talk about futures, shorts, longs, etc.? How to guide. So Fidel, I'm thinking, so I'm scoping right now an exchange, because I want a good exchange for HBAR holders. And honestly, I've been looking for a long time. I've been looking for like 6 months for a solid exchange. I think I'm getting close to a deal that is an HBAR aligned exchange, because I'm looking specifically for an HBAR aligned exchange. A lot of these exchanges don't care about HBAR. So once I find that and I make a video on it, it has to be no KYC so everybody can get involved. And I believe in no KYC. I think no KYC for exchanges should be a standard, to be honest. I think we should be in and out of exchanges. We shouldn't be loyal to any of these exchanges. We should keep most of our crypto in decentralized exchanges. That's my humble opinion. And so I'll be making guides when I get that. So probably later this month. I turned $1,000 into 30K on HBAR, and I made videos on this. You can scroll back on my videos. These are all still public to this day. And I will probably do something like that again. I'll probably do something like that again because I'm kind of bored, honestly. It's kind of boring buying things on spot. It's not fun. So yeah, I'll probably do it again maybe next month or something. I don't want to rush into trades because we just called some pretty good trades. If we look at my Discord, for example, this is Legion. Where's our announcements? So I did this earlier today, DCing into crypto again. You'd be crazy not to. Marcus did very well. And where is it? Where is it? Yeah, we did this like house coin, and this coin went up with 2-3x. 2-3x from when I called it. We finished our $15,000 to 100K challenge. Like, when you do such a crazy run like we did there, you don't want to just immediately come into another trade. But yeah, I understand. I do definitely want to make guides, how to guides, get people onboarded into crypto. So the second that HBAR pumps and we align and I find that exchange to make that guide on, then hell yeah, I'm going to be all over it. All over it. I would like a world where we collaborate with more HBAR creators and we really get the word out there. Because as it stands, it feels like HBAR is very fragmented in terms of at least where the community is. I find that a lot of the HBAR guys overlap with the XRP guys, and they're mainly XRP creators, so we're seen as like a beta play. But I've been kind of the opposite. I've been super loyal to HBAR and also covering XRP because, I mean, obviously if XRP does well, HBAR is going to do well. We all know how it kind of goes. So I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it is the answer. It's just not right now. I want to find an exchange that I can actively help, because there's one thing going to an exchange, farming affiliate links, and that's kind of the end of the story. You make money, blah, blah, blah. And there's also something going to an exchange that didn't have a lot of focus on HBAR or didn't have a lot of focus on our community, getting them to focus a lot more on our community, really making an impact. That's the goal. Actually making an impact, making a difference in what we're doing. Having a purpose other than just like saying, well, if you want to trade, this is where I'm trading. I think that to me is a lot more noble. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And that's where I'm waiting on going ahead and creating those kind of videos. But definitely going to be coming out next month or so at the latest. That's when I'm going to start making that kind of content. I'm going through my Moon Boy era, which means that I'm going to be actively taking a lot more plays. And that's it. Tell me top 5 coins to buy now for good X's. Dude, I cover these coins every day. Like, it's not like I magically change my thesis and start covering a bunch of different coins. Like, we did pretty okay with gaming considering how terrible it did. But yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right right now. Like, if you were DCing into crypto, anything that's in the Made in USA crypto narrative is probably going to do well. You really can't go wrong with anything. I'm also going to be starting to allocate because we're starting to get later in this bull run. I'm starting to allocate. I think I don't know how much I'm going to do. It's either $5,000 or $10,000 a month that I'm going to be allocating directly to Bitcoin. I want to grab more Bitcoin because for the longest time, I've been making money and I haven't been buying Bitcoin. So I want to accumulate Bitcoin. I want to get a Bitcoin. I mean, I own Bitcoin. I've mined Bitcoin, but I just don't own that much Bitcoin because I've always thought, the multiples are better in other places, yada, yada, yada. But the safe haven has always been Bitcoin. So why not seep some of those profits into Bitcoin? So that's exactly what I am going to go ahead and do, if that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, looking good, boys. Looking good, boys. How much we're what, almost 30 minutes. All right, I'll keep this stream going for 2 more minutes. If you guys have questions, anything you want me to go ahead and answer, feel free to go ahead, ask. I'll go ahead, tap into it, look into it. But other than that, looking like a good day in the crypto markets. Wanted to get the word out there, wanted to do a live stream. I already went ahead and did an hour live stream before this, so my voice is kind of like raspy. But great stream. I got to go still work out. So much easier for upside with the low price coins. Well, obviously, right? The upside is always better for the lower price coins, but also they're a lot riskier. They're a lot less likely to actually keep going up. Cuban dish I should try? Some picadillo. That's what you should be eating. Some picadillo. Or, dude, my dad makes the most fire barbecue. He uses like this lime seasoning. Any Cuban dish with lime is fire. Fire. I don't know why Americans don't eat more lime-inspired dishes. Fucking fire. So good. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, boys. It's been a pleasure. No more questions. So I'm going to be heading out here. Going to keep the grind going, getting the word out there. I'm sweaty as hell. But I'll see y'all later. Stay classy.